This is the Weather Extreme video. This is for Thursday the 25th, the afternoon edition. James Spann here. A beautiful sunny day today, but it's rather brisk and cold. Let's take a look out the window this afternoon. First off, coming from Tuscaloosa. Looking north, got a nice veil of high cirrus clouds. Ice crystals 25 to 30,000 feet up. Temperatures are in the 40s. On the eastern side of the state, that's the view coming from Mount Cheahaw, where the sky is sunny, and up in the Tennessee Valley, there's the Tennessee River, as seen from our SkyCam indicator on a sunny late winter afternoon. Well, there's a look at the happenings around the nation, the surface chart, and you can see our big storm just southeast of Long Island. We'll look at that in more detail later. Up in the northeast, there's our next wave, the one we call Bertha, that's coming into Texas. And Clarence will be moving into the west coast, and that'll be something we will be looking at next week. And, of course, Andrew, the A storm, is the one up there bothering Long Island and New England. We named him a few days ago, and I still don't know why. Probably will never do it again. There's our temperatures, and, again, the freeze line is the red line. So we're below freezing, north of a line from near Kansas City to about Bristol, Tennessee. Down here, it's mid-40s for the most part. Birmingham 45 at 2 o'clock. Tuscaloosa 47, but only upper 30s up in Cullman and Haleyville. And remember, we should be at 60 this time of the year. So in some cases, you've got some folks that are over 20 degrees below average. It's a very cold day for late February. There's the watch warning map. All the big problems are up in the northeast, as you'll see in a moment. There's the QPF chart, the overall precipitation for the next 5 days, valid through Tuesday morning at 6 o'clock. And that is painting barely enough to measure here. Heavier totals on the Gulf Coast, about 1 inch down there. And really, I think we stay dry until Tuesday. And again, that Tuesday system, Clarence, is still up for debate. But here's a look at Andrew, the lead system. Awfully messy up in the northeast. Got the snow and rain. The snow is pretty much inland over New York, and the rain is where you see the greens up there. And there's a look at the surface chart. The surface low down to 986 millibars southeast of Long Island, and that's moving toward a landfall, if you will, late tonight and tomorrow. It's going to be awfully windy. Some folks up there could see hurricane-force wind gusts, big-time snows, a lot of rain, coastal flooding. Again, I'm telling you, trying to define those lines, it is very hard to do. We often mention how challenging it is down here with the rain-snow line. They have the same problem up there as well with these kind of big nor'easters like that. But this one, again, based on the wind and the amount of snow for some folks, could go down in the history books. We'll look at the 12Z GFS at noon tomorrow. This is noon Friday at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet up. There's your big storm over New England. Here comes Bertha over Texas and Clarence just west of California. But around here, the day should be dry and cool, sunny with a high close to 50. With Bertha out there over Texas, maybe some snow breaks out for East Oklahoma, rain over eastern Texas. And Saturday modeling continues to be very consistent on the idea of shunting the Bertha wave way south of here. The rain would be over the southern quarter of Alabama. And again, we're going to leave it dry. Probably cloudy Friday night, maybe Saturday morning, but the sky becomes partly sunny Saturday afternoon. And a high around 50, something like that. It'll be a fairly cool day, but not as cold as it has been. Sunday, there's a look at Clarence, the new one coming into West Texas. Down below that, Sunday should be a pretty decent day here. Low 50s, I think, with a good deal of sunshine. Monday of next week, there comes Clarence. You can see it's in the western Gulf. We'll go to Tuesday. You see a trough developing over the east that kind of shunts Clarence way down to the south, moving over the Florida Peninsula, missing us. But the GFS remains an outlier. Let me show the European on Tuesday. I think that is more realistic. This is 12Z Tuesday morning. That's 6 o'clock local time. Strong surface low south of Panama City. But again, that's suggesting just rain mainly for the southern half of the state, with the critical thickness value there, 5,400 meter dash blue line north of Birmingham. That would suggest no snow problems, but look at the Canadian. Now, understand, this model has performed the best this season, and it's got the surface low like over Ozark and Enterprise, and the 540 line right over Birmingham, suggesting a big snow for the northern quarter of Alabama on Tuesday. That's Tuesday morning at 7. So you can see there's model madness, but you got to respect this model here. It's performed better than any of them. And I still say it's too early to call. Somebody's probably going to get wet. Somebody, I think, will get snow across the southeast. We just don't know who yet. We'll have a much better idea over the weekend. Wednesday, that whole thing is gone. We'll be dry. Thursday, dry. And highs in the 50s. And then go out there a week, March 11th. Here comes the next short wave. Is this the one that's Dolly? That looks pretty wet. Look at the snow back to the north of here, if that's right. And then a couple of days later, it's cold. Come on now. The 540 line almost down to Mobile in mid-March. But remember, the AO is trending positive, so we think any cold snaps will not be especially long-lasting out there. But we'll see. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog, AlabamaWX.com, if you're watching this on YouTube or iTunes. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on TV this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.